So Upasana, hearty congratulations to you. And how are you feeling?
I'm definitely very happy with my results, and it's very nice. People are congratulating me, so definitely a fair amount of excitement.
And were you anticipating this?
My semester 1 marks were also quite good, so part of me was hoping that I'd be able to balance it out with semester 2 and get a very good overall result, but I don't think I expected to completely top.
Yeah, I think we were very, very excited as you would have been. And I'm sure it will take some time for the whole thing to sink in and accept.
Yes, ma'am.
But what are your immediate future plans?
My immediate future plans are hopefully pursuing a BSc in areas like microbiology or biotechnology, which would help me in further pursuing research in these fields.
And I also want to ask you, is that who was the greatest influence?
I'd say that while I was preparing, I think the lion's share of the support that I got comes from my mother, because she's always been there for me since day one, and there were times when I got nervous, when I got overwhelmed with everything that was going on, and those were the times when she kind of helped me to push through and sort of break through that, just keeping up my confidence, telling me to believe in myself. So I think that definitely played a huge part. Apart from that, I think I got a lot of support from my friends and my teachers too. So it was definitely, I had a lot of people who were backing me up, and that helped me to keep my spirits high.
Wonderful, and that's congratulations to the mom as well. And I also want to ask you, what are the 3 practices, if you can say, sort of guided you to be consistent, good performer?
I say that the first thing is to be very focused whenever we have any sort of syllabus, making sure that you're very thorough with everything rather than sort of focusing on weightages and doing selective study. The second thing I'd say helped me was making use of all the resources that were given to us. This was a slightly unprecedented situation. So before both semesters, our teachers gave us a lot of practice material, and I tried to make it a point as far as possible to solve everything that I could, ask doubts where I could, and even share things with my classmates. So that kind of helps you to understand how you can put what you've learned into, translate that rather into sort of solving things, applying that. And I'd say the third thing that helped me was that I didn't actually have any sort of rigid schedule. I kind of went with the flow. When I picked up my books, I decided that this was the subject I'm going to cover, and then I made sure that I did everything I needed to. So it's important to find out what works for you. Some of my friends are very rigid with their schedules, they like to mix and match, but that doesn't necessarily work for me. So it's more important to kind of identify what kind of a learner you are and then stick to that rather than get too swayed by what others are doing or what others are suggesting, since that might not always work for everyone.
I loved your vision, I love your focus, and I love the way you are or you have planned for your future. Okay, what I really would appreciate in this is that your focus is on the fact that you put in your efforts consistently without looking at what is going to be the outcome.
Yes.
And I think that has been the greatest dividend for you, and I'm really, really happy for you. And perhaps for students, this is the strongest message. Keep your focus on, and you have a style for yourself, you have your own action plan drawn out. It need not be a timetable per se. But were you able to enjoy yourself also?
Yes, actually, it's when I enjoy myself a little too much. So that was another thing, keeping yourself on track, because it's important to find a balance. You obviously need to take time off to unwind, but too much procrastination is going to create problems further on. So just keeping a balance between making sure you get enough time for yourself, but also making sure that it doesn't detract from your studies and what you need to do.
So what are your other interests?
Mainly I enjoy reading, listening to music, and I draw a little bit as a stress buster.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I wish you all the very best. I hope to see a great researcher and a great scientist in the field of biotechnology or microbiology, the subject that you choose. And I wish you all the very best on behalf of Sinhania School. We give you all our blessings and lots of love. And thanks to your parents for supporting you, always guiding you through and being that foundation that they have laid down for you. I think it's been so helpful for you to remain guided. Okay, so thank your parents also on my behalf.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Anything else that you'd like to say?
I'd like to honestly thank my teachers a lot, because I remember that over these 2 years, since school was mainly online, they kept all channels of communication open. They let us. I remember there were a lot of times when I messaged them about doubts that I had, and they responded on the fly. They were very open and approachable, so I think that helped me both in terms of clearing out areas that I thought I was unclear on. And it was also just a good vote of confidence for me that your teachers are rooting for you. So I think that helped a lot too.
Okay, thank you very much, and congratulations once again to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, God bless.